Hello and welcome back. I'll start with the usual disclaimer. As always, I have nothing for sale. There are no mentorships. There's not even fucking ads on the YouTube video. Nothing. I don't want anything from you. I don't need your money. And I'm pretty fucking annoyed right now because I recorded the whole fucking video and then I noticed, oh, it's not recording. Nice, bro. Anyways, if you're in this trade right here, exit it when you can. Market is close now, but you should be out at break even with a good rebate. You should be up a little bit, but if you're not out, get the fuck out because it's not a valid setup anymore. This one, I'm not in, but it's an okay trade. Just stay in it. It's all right. Might be some potential for TP extension. Don't move your sell loss down yet. Wait for the next candle, and you should be good. I'm paranoid as fuck that this thing will stop again. I didn't press shit and it stopped. Like last time I recorded, but not all of it. Like got quite far down. But regardless, stick in this trade. SPY, it's moving fuck out nowhere. And now I'll get to the questions because this is answering questions. This isn't a video for answering questions. I made a list here. The reason it says where the question is coming from is because that's quite important. How I answer the questions will differentiate depending on where you're from in regards to brokerages, regulatory environments, that kind of thing. It will be completely different if someone is in the United States or if someone is in Norway or Sweden or Denmark or Hungary or the United Arab Emirates. It's different how you do things. So I'll start with these questions from this guy right here. It's from a guy in my Discord. I'm going to start with him because he is really trying to get out of the rat race, being a fucking wagey. And he is trading a lot. He's been trading for a while. He's asking a lot of questions. He's being very active. So I respect that quite a lot. So I'll start with that. There's a question coming out of Norway. This is trading psychology questions. So, what are specific concrete things you can do to avoid overtrading, overuse of leverage, and revenge trading? So first off, I'd like to start with how the sentence is structured here. Concrete things you can do. Because it is equally as much about what I do as what I don't do. Because these are disciplinary things. And disciplinary things apply to all parts of your life. It's not like you can live some kind of bullshit zero discipline, fuck all, fat piece of fucking shit, doing nothing that's hard, and then boom, you hop on your computer and you're ragingly disciplined when trading. No. Fuck no. You gotta live a disciplined life. So when I say what I don't do, I can say, for me, for example, I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke. I don't do any drugs. I don't watch pornography. I don't masturbate. I stay away from all those vices. And I have for many, many, many years. Some might think that's fucking boring. Like, oh, bro, you have a fucking boring life. And to that, I'd answer, yeah. To become very successful, you have to sacrifice some things. However, for me, these weren't sacrifice. I don't give a fuck about these hedonistic things. Fuck that shit. I don't give a shit. But for some people, I understand it might be hard. Another thing I would recommend is doing some strenuous physical activity. I know this guy already does that though. But for the sake of the video, doing something like martial arts, lifting weights, playing fucking tennis, swimming, whatever the fuck it is, do it consistently and make sure it's something you're improving at so that you have to be disciplined with it. And if you can, increase discipline in your life. Now, there are some things, other things here that aren't just psychological that I'll point out as well. I already wrote it in the or in the browser. But overtrading and revenge trading are very related, and they can be broken by having rules. Because overtrading is a form of revenge trading, and revenge trading comes from overtrading. Is that confusing? If it is, I'll explain it. Let's say you've been following me now for this month. The trades, entering some trades I've been showing, blah blah blah, doing your own thing, right? And you're up 12% like me. So let's say that. But you just keep fucking trading, right? And you go down 6%. Going down that 6% will hurt a lot more than the good feeling of going up those 12%. You will have this feeling where you need to get those 12% back. Fuck. I want to get my 12% back, right? That is very, very common. It's like a casino effect. Make your money back. Even though you're up 6%, bro, that's fucking great. It'll still feel like shit. That's why I have a max win limit at 10% and a max loss limit at -3% for the month. Also, this is an experience thing. When you've been trading for many, 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 many years, you get used to this shit. This is not exciting to me anymore. I don't break the rules. I've been following them for so long. I googled that it takes 66 days on average for something to become a habit. I've been doing this bullshit for like 4,000 days, now breaking the rules. So it is a raging habit for me. It's second nature. Boom, boom, boom. It's like going to the gym for me. I've been doing that for many, many years as well now. 8 years, 9 years. I don't know. Many years. Decade. I actually don't know. That's on these two. Let me think if there's anything more. And also, yeah, if you wanna, if there's something you don't understand, just ask me. You can ask in the comments, in the Discord, or you can DM me. It's all good. I'll answer you, no matter what type of question. Unless it's some complete bullshit. What I mean by bullshit is something not related to trading. If you're a complete beginner, one guy told me, "Oh, I don't want to ask because it's such a beginner question." I said, "Bro, it's all right. Just ask." And this one also, how to stick to bankroll and risk management. Again, this is an exposure thing where you need to disconnect what you're feeling from trading, because what you're feeling should have no bearing on how you trade at all. But I've been a beginner trader, and I know how it feels to win 5 trades in a row and then feel really, really hyped. Shit, I need to trade more, and then lose and feel demotivated and not give a shit. I understand. So what you should do, potentially, something I've recommended to people before, is paper trade for a while. Don't trade with real money, which you will have zero emotional investment in then, and stick to the fucking rules. And then when you come back, right, start trading a smaller balance than you're used to. Because if I, for example, start trading like some tiny bullshit account, like $100 account, say, I won't give a shit what happens to it. I won't give a shit. Zero emotional attachment, right? That'll help that part. And just build that sort of like a muscle, because discipline, at least for me, is kind of like a muscle, you know? The habits become things you never break at a certain point. Like, I know you go to the gym, you probably never fucking skip. I never fucking skip either. It's out of the question. And sticking to my bankroll and risk management here, it's the same. It's out of the fucking question. It's just like my gym shit. Let me see. There was a second part too, right? Removing ego out of trades. Yeah, this one is difficult because you need to humble yourself, which is a dilemma. Because if you're doing martial arts, you need to really believe in yourself. I can do this. I know this. Blah, 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 right? Or if you're lifting weight, you need to hype yourself up. I can fucking bench this. I can when you're trying to PR. But here, you don't know fuck all. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. It could be some news and it just shoots up, right? And who fuck knows? I have to adjust that star lines as well. Yeah. This ain't looking too great. I'll get that fixed on Monday. So you need to be able to disassociate with it and put less bearing on your ego. I think the whole thing with oh no, we have to be nice with ourselves, blah blah blah, is bullshit. I think if you look like shit, you're fat, and you look like shit, you should tell yourself, yeah, I'm fat and I look like shit. And if you're not a profitable trader trading full time, you need to tell yourself, yeah, I don't fucking know this shit. I'm fucking dumb. I need to learn. Just humble yourself that way. A lot of people probably say, no, that femme-centric way of thinking. You can't say that to yourself. Oh, hype yourself up. Boss girl, yeah, healthy at every step. Kind of bullshit, right? Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Till you're trading full time, you're not shit, okay? That's the way you gotta think. Get the ego out, right? I understand that it's hard though. Alright. I believe I've gone through. If you something more, you feel like the question wasn't answered fully or anything, please just tell me and I'll help you some more. Question coming out of Denmark. Why do currency pairs go up and down? Currency pairs go up and down. It starts with the easiest tail, or the oldest tail in the book, I would say. It's just supply and demand with underlying factors. However, a lot of these factors I will ignore because I don't do much fundamental analysis. The reason I don't do fundamental analysis, by the way, is going on my Facebook calendar. Here, I'll show you. Economic calendar, seeing Wagwan here. Oh, some news coming out on the USD. And yeah, then not trading the USD, blah, blah. I don't do that because when you're back testing a trading strategy, you cannot count in for news because news don't come consistently. So the only thing I really do look at is on Bloomberg. Like I often start my videos. Just for some headline scares, some shit like Trump is gonna impose 200% tariffs on China. Then we know some fuckery is gonna happen, and I'm a bit more careful or observe certain things. But since you're asking this in a trading context, why do pairs go up and down, right? The way I would answer it from the technical analysis viewpoint is because they are reacting to price points. Because I'm a price action trader, right? As you can see here, this is called support. You see it has been leaning on support, and then going up and breaking through a previous resistance area that it has been in. Here's another support. Here's more resistance. Should probably be adjusted a little bit, but I'm not going to do it now. That's how I look at it. And with the 200 MA, this one, I see this as a support and resistance area. It's not supposed to show on the 12-hour because it's incorrect on the 12-hour, only on the 1 day, but it broke. And if someone can code, I really appreciate a script that can fix that again. Because when I clicked 12-hour before, it went away, like just a few videos ago, and now it's gone. I hope that answers your question. If not, just message me. I'll try to do this. Okay. Question coming out this week. How much leverage should I use? And should I use raw spread or standard spread? So, assuming you're on a higher time frame, like me, the 12-hour and the 1 day, it doesn't really matter that much. But I've noticed from back trading, this could be a little bit controversial. It depends, but fuck it. From raw spread or back testing raw spread, I've noticed that I get a little bit less slippage because the spread is lower. I'd rather get it through the commission, and with a good rebate you don't just get cash back. You can also get spread reduction. So I'm getting spread reduction on raw spread, and that is helping with slippage, and it's good for me. How much lever you should use? I wouldn't go above 1 to 25. You don't need it for this strategy. If you're scalping, you're gonna need more, but I'm not a scalper. Another question coming out of Hungary here. So yeah, what is a realistic monthly profit goal for a beginner? And he says 5%. 5% is a lot, bro. 5% is a lot. A realistic profit goal for a beginner is nothing. As long as you don't lose money, you're in a very, very, very good position already. You've already sort of won at the game of trading, because that's the biggest and most difficult hurdle to overcome. Because, like, 99.9% of people lose money trading. This is a concept people don't like to hear, because if you go to YouTube or anywhere else for that matter, it doesn't matter. I'm just using YouTube as an example. Forex trading. Google or I'm searching up forex trading now. Nothing like how I don't search how to get rich fast, and it becomes some bullshit like this. Yeah, I was waging for $17 an hour. Now I make $400 a day. Haha, look how easy. And like, scammers, they're all selling shit. I don't know if I'm gonna get copyright struck by this or whatnot. Oh, $500 a day, and why you should be a scalper? Like, it's probably selling you some shit. Yeah. Look at this. When there's a number and shit, they are selling you something. $87,525, 85% win rate. Wow. Fuck that. They have set shit expectations for you. Okay? Fuck all of those guys. A realistic goal should be not to lose money. And I'll explain to you why that is a very, very good starting point. First off, your job as a trader is to protect your capital. Why? Because your capital is all you have. You're not running like some welding firm where you have fucking iron and employees and fucking maybe a government contract. No, all you have is your money. That's it. So if you lose your money, gone. We can't get loans to trade like business loans. No, it's fucking over. So that's all. You protect your capital. It's the most important thing you have. And most people can't do that. And when you can, when you're trading and you're not losing any money, if you manage to twitch things up a little bit and you notice, oh, I'm making a little bit of money. You're in such a good spot because it can only go upwards from there. But if you manage to not lose money, I would say, no, bro. 3.5%. You're murdering the market at that point. That's 50% a year. You're beating every index on earth, every fund, every equity fund, every mutual fund, all of them. They're getting fucked. You're even beating me, bro. My fucking hedge fund. You're beating me. You're better than me. I did 44% the last 12 months. That's it. 3.5% a month. That's 2 trades max, bro. I hope that answered your question properly. Again, as always, if it doesn't, just ask. Okay. This one I didn't rate, so I have to read it. I just copied it out of Discord. Do you have like a checklist of some kind that you go through before you place an order? Yes, I do. First, I need an indecision candle, like this one. This is called a classic reversal. Then, I need that indecision candle to close. On the 1 day time frame, here are the time frames, 1 day or 12 hour. When it is closed, I set an entry below the low of the closing point of the candle. Let me find an example. For example, here, this is a trade I got stopped out of. That means I would enter below here where it closed. You can see it closed there, so right below. Then it has to be on For this example is a short classic classic reversal. It has to be on a resistance point. Then I put my sell loss SL below the high of the candle, and my take profit has to be doable within this range, 1.5 counter trend and 2.0 with trend. If it doesn't, if there's SR areas in between, it's not a valid trade. If I can't get a proper entry like that, not a valid trade. That's how reversals work. You also have to watch out for the 200 moving average. That's it. That's just for entry though. Okay. I'm paranoid as fuck of this turning off again. How often do you check in on a trade that is ongoing? Like once a day. Sometimes I don't even bother checking. Maybe twice. It kind of depends because I don't know. You can check it once a day. It's a 1 day trade. Just don't be manic with it. It's very easy to get caught up and sit too long with it. And these are 1 day candle. 1 day, 1 day, 1 day, 1 day. So there's 4 days here, right? You don't want to sit there and watch 4 days straight. You're gonna lose your mind. You can check it twice a day. That'll be fine because sometimes it moves fast, right? But check it once a day, maybe. Sometimes I don't. How is only one indicator and some support indicate and some support indicating lines enough? Support indicating. I mean support and resistance, right? And they're not lines; they're areas, they're zones. But yeah, I understand what you mean. Sorry. One indicator. What do you mean one indicator? Oh, you probably misunderstood. But now, as I've explained you, there are 1, 2, 3, and 4 indicators. So, it has to be an indecision candle. It has to be on a support or resistance area. It has to avoid the 200 MA. And it has to have, also has to not look shit, but you need to learn to read candles on that one. Your win rate will go up as you get better with it. Better with it. And there has to be an acceptable R within that range. Will you win all the time? Is it always enough? No. My win rate over tens of thousands of trades is 70 something, 72, 74%. So I lose quite a lot of trades. But I have proper bankroll management, so I win a lot more than I trade. Even if I won 40% of the time, I would still make money. It doesn't matter. 30%, still make money. How do you determine if a trade has potential or not? I believe I explained that in the setup. If not, you can just re-ask me. How much money do you go into a trade? I've heard it should be around 2% of your money. Is this true? No, that's not true. You enter with however much it takes. I'll tell you why it doesn't matter. Because if you're on 1 to 500 leverage, say, and you stick to proper bankroll management, 1% is going to be 1% in your account regardless. And with 500 leverage, you're only going to put up a tiny amount of your account, right? But if you have like 1 to 2 leverage, that's going to be your whole account on the trade. And it's still going to be 1% where you put it. So you might be confusing how much you put in versus how much you're risking. So I don't give a fuck how much I have to pay for the trade. Or not, yeah, pay for the trade. I only give a fuck about how much I can lose and how much I can win. That's the only relevancy. I can see how it can be a little bit confusing. I'm deleting this as well. Shit. So the recording better not go off now. So, coming out of the United Arab Emirates, would I be able to get any special kind of deals if I started off with, for example, 1 million. For example, with a, for example, oh, if you started with a $1 million account, yeah, yeah, you would with both your broker and your rebate. If you're on IC market, you would, as long as the account isn't inactive, the money itself isn't gonna do it. But if you trade more than, I believe it's 500 lots a month, I think it's 500 or 1,000, something like that. But with $1 million, if you're trading like I am, you're well into that. With $1 million, you'd be well into that. However, the way you asked the question, I don't know you really well. It doesn't seem like you're very experienced. And if you are, my bad, bro. My bad. But who the fuck would ask that? You would know that if you are trading and have $1 million in trading account. So I don't know how you would know it. Maybe you're used to stock trading or something, but you still would get. Let me think. Why would you not get a discount? I don't know. Not even with options, commission reduction and shit. Yeah. So, okay. So if you're starting off, bro, don't use $1 million, dude. Don't do it. It's a waste of money. Unless you're like some kind of fucking billionaire from Dubai and you're just having fun and you don't give a shit, then yeah, you've already won at life. So, congratulations. Here. Good fucking job, bro. That's it. Answered all the questions. I hope I answered all the questions to satisfaction. If not, feel free to re-ask me. I have no problem with re-explaining things. I'm not impatient. This is also a topic I like talking about. So don't think you're bothering me or anything like that. It's all good. That's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.